Hello, my wonderful, amazing artists. It's me, Miss Abby, your art teacher, and today it's all about color. You can choose what you draw today. Like if you want to draw an elephant, draw an elephant. If you want to draw a abstract design, let's do abstract designs. We're all going to start the same way, and that is with our three primary colors. If you got crayons, you can do this project. Oil pastels, you can do this project. We're just all starting with red, yellow, and blue. Those are our primary colors. You can even use paint if you want. The primary colors are the ones that you use to mix other colors. Now sometimes around the classroom, you might see something that looks like this, a color wheel. This is one I made and drew myself using crayons, colored pencils, and oil pastels. And this is just a map that helps us remember how the colors all come together. It's kind of like a rainbow if it goes in a circle, because it does go in Roy G. Biv order. But yeah, it looks kind of like a rainbow. And that's just, it's a map, it's a tool that helps remind us how all of the colors come together. So today, we're going to do the primary color challenge. For the first step, step one is to pick out your tools. You need the three primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. But you get to decide if you want to use colored pencils, crayons, or oil pastels. Or maybe if you have paint or watercolors, that would be amazing too. And the way we mix tools like this is a little different than paint, because we layer them on top of each other. Kind of like how I'm wearing a sweater over top of my striped shirt. We layer them on top of each other. So that's step one, is to get your tools. Step two is to do a experiment page to test out and see for yourself how the colors mix. Kind of like this one. And see this, you can use a scrap paper if you want, or you can do the corner of your drawing. And it's to test out an experiment, because it's one thing to know, okay, I know green you make with yellow and blue. But it's a different thing to actually experience that and see what happens. Or what if you have a question like, what happens when you mix all three of them together? That's what the practice paper is for. Okay, ta-da! Here is my experiment page. I just overlapped circles over top of each other to make it kind of an interesting look. And I even did all three, because I know a lot of us are curious. Like a lot of us, if we get a palette of paints, really want to just swirl them all together and see what kind of color we get. And that's kind of experimenting and curiosity. So I did that same thing with my supplies. And I found they got different shades of brown. And I'd probably use these different shades for different things. Brown is kind of a complicated color because it does have three ingredients. And I mixed and I found the different colors, and now that's my experiment page. Now we're all ready for step three, which is to do a drawing of our choice using our three primary colors that we already picked out and experimented with to create an amazing work of art. If you want to draw an elephant today, draw an elephant. If you want to do something abstract like this color wheel, do that. Maybe you see some colors from your experimenting and want to give them a try. Here's one I made with kindergarten, hot air balloons with rainbows. Now I'm thinking about what else I can do with my tools and what else I can create. Okay, so here's what I got so far. I was using my crayons and my oil pastels, and I picked those because these repel water. So for example, so that means that it does not mix with water or watercolors or watercolor pencils. And for my art kit that we handed out at the beginning of the year, I have my watercolor pencils. I know they're watercolor pencils because they have a W for watercolor and they have a paintbrush on them. And now I'm going to do the background elements with my watercolor. Let me show you what it's like. Here, I'm going to draw a quick little sun in the corner because this is a sunny day. And I'm going to do some orange over the top and some rays of sun. Now I have plain water with a paintbrush in it, and I'm going to take the brush and wipe on, I have some scrap paper right here, so I'm going to wipe on that. And then you can blend out your color and kind of smooth out and spread out that color. See that? And see how I made the scratchy line? I'm going to blend it out. And when my brush touches on where the oil pastel and crayon is, it feels like it's bumping into something. That is the oil pastel still shining through and the crayon blocking the water from being absorbed into the paper. I'm going to finish this up and then I'll check in a sec. Ta-da! Here's my version of the primary color challenge. I can't believe I made it with only 3 colors that I was layering and blending. What colors can you make with the 3 primary colors? You can draw whatever you want. You can do abstract, realistic, landscape, portrait, animal drawing, Among Us, primary colors, whatever you want. So long as it uses the 3 primary colors and you try layering them together to make more colors. I hope you give this a try. It was very fun to use my primary colors and really stretch my skills as an artist. I had to work a little bit harder and think a little bit more thoughtfully when I was using my 3 colors, and I really had to use my resourcefulness to create a colorful drawing. Bye! Have fun making art inspired by the primary colors.